The ancient Greeks had a pantheon of gods and goddesses that they revered and worshipped. This was a time when the divine and the mortal interwove seamlessly, creating a narrative as captivating as it is profound. The gods weren't distant celestial entities, but integral to the very fabric of daily life in ancient Greece. They were in the whispers of the wind, the fury of the storm, and the bounty of the harvest. Now imagine living in a world where gods walked among mortals, where divine intervention wasn't an abstract concept, but a tangible reality. This was ancient Greece, a civilization that thrived from around the 8th century BC to the fall of the last Greek province in the 2nd century BC, a civilization that held its gods close to its heart. The gods weren't merely revered figures of worship, they were the lifeblood of Greek culture, literature, and arts. The epic tales of Homer, the tragedies of Sophocles, and the philosophies of Plato all drew from this divine wellspring. Gods were the patrons of cities, the muses of poets, and the instigators of heroic quests. Yet, they were not abstract symbols of power, but beings as complex and flawed as the humans who worshipped them. They loved, they envied, they sought revenge, and they showed kindness. The gods were seen as powerful beings who controlled the world and human fate. They could bring fortune or ruin, and their favor was sought with sacrifices and prayers. From the sun chariot riding Helios to the huntress Artemis, the pantheon was vast and varied. But at the heart of this divine cosmos were the 12 Olympians, the major deities of the Greek pantheon, led by the thunderbolt-wielding Zeus and his queen, the majestic Hera. Each of these gods ruled over specific domains, had unique attributes, and were worshipped in different ways. They were the divine reflection of the world the ancient Greeks knew and understood. At the pinnacle of this divine hierarchy sat the mighty gods of Olympus, each ruling over specific domains and possessing unique traits. At the helm of Olympus was Zeus, the king of the gods. Now, when you picture Zeus, what comes to mind? Perhaps a mighty figure, larger than life, with a crown signifying his royal status and a thunderbolt in his grasp. Yes, Zeus was indeed the god of the sky and thunder, but his dominion extended far beyond that. He was the ruler of all gods and men, the ultimate authority in the divine hierarchy. Zeus's symbols are as potent as his persona: the eagle, the bull, the oak tree. These were all sacred to him. The eagle, soaring high in the sky, was a symbol of Zeus's dominion over the heavens. The bull, a creature of formidable strength, represented Zeus's power and virility. And the oak tree, standing firm and unyielding, signified the god's endurance and unwavering authority. But Zeus was not just a figure of power and dominion. He was also known for his numerous affairs and offspring. From goddesses to mortals, none could resist Zeus's charm. His offspring, both divine and mortal, were numerous. From the heroic Hercules to the beautiful Helen of Troy, Zeus's lineage left a lasting imprint on Greek mythology. Yet despite his dalliances, Zeus was not without a sense of justice. As king of the gods, he was the supreme enforcer of law and order. He was the final judge, the ultimate decision-maker. When disputes arose among the gods, it was Zeus who would settle them. When mortals defied the divine laws, it was Zeus who would mete out punishment. In the end, Zeus was more than just the king of the gods. He was a symbol of supreme power and authority. His rule, though marked by personal indiscretions, was ultimately guided by a commitment to justice and order. He held the reins of the divine and the mortal world, wielding his thunderbolt with firm resolve. Zeus, with his thunderbolt in hand, was a symbol of supreme power and authority. Beside Zeus reigned Hera, queen of the gods and goddess of marriage, women, childbirth, and family. Hera was not just the wife of Zeus, but also his sister, a fact that speaks to the complex and often confusing familial relationships among the Greek gods. Yet, amid this complexity, Hera's role was clear and significant. She was the protector of women, guardian of marriage, and the divine helper of childbirth. However, her marriage to Zeus was far from peaceful. Known for his numerous love affairs, Zeus often incited Hera's jealousy, which in turn led to many a mythological conflict. Yet despite these quarrels, Hera never ceased to be a powerful figure, commanding respect and fear among gods and mortals alike. Hera's symbols, much like the goddess herself, embodied her roles and attributes. The peacock, with its majestic and colorful plumage, represented her royal status. The cow, a symbol of fertility and motherhood, reflected her role as the goddess of childbirth. The pomegranate, a symbol of marriage and eternal life, was also associated with Hera, further emphasizing her influence over these aspects of life. In mythology, Hera was often portrayed as vengeful and wrathful, particularly towards those who crossed her. This was especially true for the mistresses and illegitimate children of Zeus, who often became the targets of her rage. Yet, she was also a protective figure, particularly for women. Hera was known to punish men who mistreated their wives, and she was often invoked by women seeking protection and justice. This dual nature of Hera, both vengeful and protective, made her a complex and intriguing figure in Greek mythology. She was a goddess who demanded respect, who commanded power, and whose influence was deeply woven into the fabric of ancient Greek society. Hera's influence was deeply felt in the lives of women and married couples in ancient Greece. Her story, like those of all the gods, continues to captivate us, reminding us of the power, complexity, and enduring appeal of these ancient tales. The divine family of Olympus was vast, with each god and goddess playing a significant role. Let's delve into this celestial clan, shall we? First, meet Poseidon, the god of the sea, who held sway over the oceans and all their creatures. His brother Hades, on the other hand, ruled the underworld, a realm of shadows and departed souls. Next, we have Athena, the goddess of wisdom, who was Zeus's favorite child. Her wisdom and strategic warfare were revered by many. Her brother Apollo, the god of the sun, music, and prophecy, was known for his golden chariot that brought daylight. Artemis, Apollo's twin sister, was the goddess of the moon and the hunt. She was a fierce protector of young girls and wild animals. Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, on the other hand, had the power to make anyone fall in love. Hermes, the messenger of the gods, was known for his speed and cunning. He was also the protector of travelers, thieves, and merchants. Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, was revered for her control over crops and the harvest. Dionysus, the god of wine and festivity, was a favorite among mortals. His wine brought joy but also madness if consumed in excess. Hephaestus, the god of fire and forge, was known for his craftsmanship. He created many of the gods' powerful weapons and beautiful jewelry. Lastly, we cannot forget Ares, the god of war. His fierce and violent nature was in stark contrast to Athena's strategic approach to warfare. Though each god had their own domain, they often interacted, resulting in fascinating tales of love, betrayal, and heroism. The divine family of Olympus is a testament to the complex and diverse nature of life, each god embodying an aspect of existence, from love and beauty to war and death. The gods of Olympus were not just figures of worship, they were an integral part of Greek society and culture. In our exploration, we have journeyed through the realms of Olympus, the celestial home of the gods, and delved into the lives and lore of its divine inhabitants. As we have seen, these gods were not just larger-than-life characters in ancient tales, but they played significant roles in the everyday life and beliefs of the ancient Greeks. From the mighty Zeus, the king of the gods, we learned of his dominion over the sky and thunder, and his role as the upholder of justice and law. His decisions, often swayed by his myriad emotions, shaped the fates of mortals and immortals alike, making him a pivotal figure in numerous mythological narratives. We then shifted our gaze to Hera, the queen of the gods. Not just Zeus's wife, but a powerful deity in her own right. She was the protector of women, marriage, and childbirth, and her influence is evident in many of the societal norms and ideals of the ancient Greeks. Her tales, filled with passion, jealousy, and retribution, serve as timeless narratives on the complexities of love and relationships. And of course, we cannot forget the divine family, a colorful ensemble of gods and goddesses, each with their unique domains and stories. From the war-stricken Ares to the wise Athena, the mischievous Hermes to the beautiful Aphrodite, their tales and exploits have shaped much of the mythos that we associate with ancient Greece. Their influence, however, extends beyond the confines of their time. These gods, their stories, and their symbols have seeped into our literature, arts, and even our language, continuing to inspire and intrigue us. In conclusion, the gods of Olympus were more than just deities to the ancient Greeks. They were embodiments of human emotions, societal norms, and natural phenomena, making them integral to their understanding of the world around them. The tales of these divine beings continue to captivate us, offering a glimpse into the fascinating world of ancient Greek mythology,